Okay, so hello everyone. I'm here to do another reorganizing video, and this time I'm actually gonna be talking during it just because I feel like it's been a while since we've sat down and talked. Obviously aside from my lives, because y'all know I literally go live I feel like every weekend and every Wednesday or Thursday now, just because that's how my schedule has been working out with school and everything. So I literally love chatting with y'all during my lives, but I know a lot of y'all can't make it to my lives because I always go live super late, and I know a lot of y'all are either sleeping or, well, sleeping. So yeah, anyways, I have all of this stuff to put away. It is a bunch of TXT stuff, I guess. Some rosé stuff, just stuff that I've gotten over the past few weeks. But I do think this is probably gonna be a shorter reorganizing video because now that I think about it, there's really not that many cards, but I do want to get some of this into my binder already. Okay, so one of the main things that we're gonna be doing today is we're gonna be moving some of we're gonna be moving all of my TXT and Woozy stuff into its own binder. So I'm gonna be moving it into my Joy photocards binder. I know what you're thinking, what the hell, why is it going into your Joy binder? But that's because this has already basically outgrown the binder. I super underestimated my Joy collection, so I'm gonna be moving this into a 2-inch because right now it is a 1.5 inch. Into this. And for decals, I'm kind of, I've been doing the collection little cover thing moment like this on my binders for so long, but I'm kind of over it. And the reason why I decided that I'm over it is because, obviously since I'm moving my TXT stuff into here, I have to remove the decal, and if I wanted this decal on here, I can't just transfer it. I would have to buy a whole new one. And so what I want to do is I think I want to just start putting random decals on the front. I really want to get a Hello Kitty one or a Sanrio character one. I don't know, I've literally had this obsession with Sanrio characters lately, but just get one on the front so that even though if I change the binder, it doesn't matter what it says on the front, because it won't be Joy photocard specific, So for my other binders, I think I'm going to leave them. As far as this one goes, I'm probably just gonna be peeling this off and then buying a new decal for both of these. Anyways, let's go ahead and do that. Now, let's pull up some questions because I asked y'all to ask me questions that I could answer in this video, so I have something to talk about. Obviously, I don't think I'll be able to get through every single one because there was so many. You are literally insane. So thank you everybody who asked me questions. I think one that I wanted to ask that was I thought was kind of sweet was by Poke Hobie, and they asked, how are you? And I feel this kind of goes in conjunction with this other question that I got. Okay, it's from Boy0619, and they said, what's the tea? So, honestly, I've just been doing thesis, and I've told y'all that a bunch of times. I always preface, or not preface, but I always end my videos by saying yeah, I hope you're doing well. I'm not, because I'm doing thesis, and I don't know, thesis is just such a big deal, It is, it's your last hurrah, and this is basically you graduating or whatever, and I've been super stressed out. I should be working on it right now, but fuck it, have our priorities straight, and that was my line, by the way, but see, I'll do it again, anyways. That's where my priorities are right now, is I am filming a reorganizing video and prioritizing my Red Velvet photocard, or my photocard binders in general, my photocard collection, over thesis. So yeah, that's really how I am. But other than that, I'm doing pretty well. I feel my lives are kind of the only thing keeping me sane, just because I love going on there and talking to y'all, no joke. Yeah, just because I love talking to y'all, and I tell, I kid you not, talk to y'all about y'all to my friends too, and how lucky I am about the community that we've built, that's really the main thing that I wanted with my YouTube channel. Not to get sappy or anything, but in terms of tea, so y'all know my channel has kind of gone under a transformation lately, and I've obviously been collecting boy groups, and when I really only 2 groups, TXT and Woozy. Well, 17. It's caused not a lot of drama. Why is this like, why does this feel like it's not gonna last? I should have gotten like a 2.5 inch. Oh well, it's too late. I'm gonna commit to this and I'm gonna regret it in like 2 months. It has kind of not started a lot of drama, but a lot of people seem to be upset, and I don't know if these people are like jokingly upset or if they're actually upset, but I get comments like, oh, you know, I miss girl group Randy, or people will be like, oh my god, more boy group content, and like, I know I originally started out branded as a girl group stan. I don't know, like those comments just kind of rub me the wrong way because they just make it sound like it's the end of the world. I'm not even a boy group stan. I wouldn't even call myself a boy group stan, you know? Like, I'm definitely still a girl group stan. I just like happen to collect 2 men. I don't know if we consider TXT men because they're little but yeah, I just kind of feel like people are acting like I died or like I committed a crime or something. And I also feel like some people are thinking that, also I'm gonna take the sticker off, but I feel like a lot of people think that I started collecting boy groups because of like clout, which is definitely not a thing. If anything, people are so against me collecting boys, and I know it's like not first world problems or whatever, but you know, like that's just kind of the tea right now, is that a lot of people are making it out to be like, I don't know, like I murdered their firstborn child, or like that Che-Bomb died or something. If you miss the girl group content, I promise I'm not a full-fledged boy group stan. It just happens to work out like that because I have all of my Itsy stuff, I have all of my Red Velvet stuff, all of my Stacey stuff. Stacey's coming back, Itzy's coming back, Wendy's debut is coming out, and obviously I'm gonna have those unboxings up on my channel, so for those of y'all who are into my girl group content, don't have to suffer anymore. I'm excited to start unboxing those things though, just cause like, I will always prefer girl group music. So if you miss my girl group content, I promise it's coming. Don't unsubscribe from my channel. Oh shit, yet. So we're gonna go ahead and peel these Joyce decal off. I don't know why I said this Joyce decals, but yeah, we're gonna peel this off. Ooh, I like this question. It is from Vante Suho, and it is, if you had to start your collection all over, what would you do differently? I think that I would have tried to have not gotten so fixated on Joy. Y'all know me, like when I started out collecting, Joy was really the only girly for me, and I really only collected her for a while, but I feel like that made me so fixated on her and only want to collect her and absolutely everything for her, which I don't regret doing, but I feel like I just got a little bit too fixated on getting absolutely everything for Joy, you know? So I think if I was to start collecting, I would have started out collecting multiple people just so that like I didn't drive myself crazy trying to get one card, because like now that I have started collecting, you know, other groups, I realized that I'm starting to become less of a completionist. Like there's definitely a handful of Joy cards that I'm missing now, and I don't know, like I'm not losing sleep over it. And when I say that, I don't mean literally losing sleep over it, but I feel like that's definitely something that I would have done differently, or I wish I had known about Korean Twitter. Obviously, I feel like there was really no way for me to have started out knowing that, but I wish I knew about Korean Twitter or like proxies and all of that, just because I feel like I overpaid for a lot of things that I could have not paid as much for if I had known about those things. So this is the Joy collection binder, and we're gonna put TXT and Woozy in here just because they take up a big bulk of this binder, this old binder one, so I want to move them so that the girlies can have their space and they can breathe without having to worry about some testosterone, you know? So I kind of like this question, and it's, do you remember life before K-pop? And to be frank with you, kind of, but not really. Like I always think about my phase before I got back into K-pop and like how I was into Ariana Grande and Fifth Harmony and stuff like that. But like I had known about K-pop then, and I was like occasionally listening to K-pop, so I don't think that technically counts. But I'm gonna be real with you, really, like, y'all know me, I got into K-pop super early. Like, I got into K-pop in 2010, and obviously I was like super impressionable. I was literally in middle school, and I remember like buying my first album vividly and everything. And I don't know, like, not to like be a Korea boo or anything, but I really feel like that K-pop changed my life. Aside from like the collecting aspect, you know, just obviously K-pop is a different breed of music. The visuals, the sounds, they're just different than like Western music. And obviously like these groups are a lot more active and stuff like that. And so I'm not waiting as long or like losing interest in a certain artist or whatever, which I feel like I experienced a lot in the Western music industry or whatever. Like me personally. Also, I feel like one of these didn't go in or something. No, I don't. Oh, no, this one didn't go in. Okay. Ooh, Angelica M727. Is that for Fifth Harmony? Because I need to know. I miss Fifth Harmony so much. But what things do you hate when starting a new collection? I honestly just feel like just initially starting it, like, you know, like kickstarting your collection, just because it's always hard to figure out where to start. And I know I've made so many videos like giving y'all advice, like start with the current era and like, you know, start with album photo cards so you can test the waters and stuff like that, which I clearly did not follow my own advice because Exhibit A. But yeah, I just feel like the initial, you know, deciding if you want to collect somebody is so scary because it's like a commitment, and I know like it's really not that deep. I have to like keep saying that because I know just like I feel like I'm making collecting sound like such a big deal when it's really not. Yeah, it's just like I have commitment issues, y'all, and like committing to a new collection is really scary, especially as like a YouTuber, as somebody who shows my collection, you know? I try not to feel the pressures of collecting somebody, and that's not like, I've really never like started collecting somebody because I felt pressure to by y'all, but there is definitely like collections that I felt obligated to hold on to maybe, just because I did not want to deal with people being like, oh my god, you hate this person because you're gonna drop them and blah 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 blah. Because like even when I changed my bias in Blackpink from Rosé to Jennie, which obviously does not mean that I hate Rosé or like Rosé any less, I kept getting this comment from somebody who would be like, oh my god, no, like stick with Rosé, and like they would leave it on multiple videos, and I was just like, you know, like it's not that deep. I promise it's not. I still love Rosé, and it's not as deep as you think it is. Like I don't hate Rosé, you know, I don't not support her just because my new bias is Jennie. I'm still gonna listen to Blackpink as a collective, support their activities and all of that stuff. Oh, Brad. Brad asked me, do you think I'm sexy? And I literally laughed out loud when I saw that.
Laugh out loud.
Because I was like, okay, Brad. And obviously, Brad, the answer is yes. Like, duh. The way that Brad's channel has been doing especially, like, hello, Brad. Sexy me tinks. So, anyways, I have a bunch of cards that I need to put away in here. Let me go ahead and take out all of my TXT stuff because y'all know my organization situation right now is really not it. Okay, so Taeyeon Trades asks, thoughts and expectations for Like Water. For those of y'all who don't know, Like Water is going to be Wendy's solo. And I really, before anything got released, you know, like before her teaser pictures and all of that, really wanted her to plagiarize Free Somebody. I think Free Somebody is like top tier song. Like that literally is like what in my top 10 K-pop songs ever list. And I just think it's such a great song, and I think Wendy would have been so good for that concept. But, you know, obviously that's not a thing because the teaser pictures are giving us by Taeyeon, which I don't hate, but it's definitely a ballad, and y'all know how I feel about ballads, but there's like different genres of ballads, so I guess I really don't know. I can't predict like if I'm gonna like it or love it or hate it or whatever. But yeah, I'm honestly, this is all my TXT stuff, by the way. It's literally like the majority of my cards that I need to put away because I just took all of them out and this shit is literally empty. But honestly, I'm just so excited for her. I was really shocked that we were getting a Wendy solo debut before we got a group comeback, because I feel like if it happened in the reverse situation, it would just like, you know, would have made more sense, because like the group comeback could have made more hype for Wendy's solo. Especially since it has been like a really long time. But I mean, I guess people will get hyped for the group through Wendy's solo as well, because I don't know, I feel like by Wendy having her solo kind of just guarantees a Red Velvet comeback. Yeah, I'm just super excited for her, and I've already pre-ordered my albums. I'm getting my sleeves out, by the way. That's what y'all are hearing, but I pre-ordered her album. I pre-ordered 4 copies of each version. You only need 3 to complete the PC sets because there's only 3 cards. But I wanted to try my chances at like getting a limited album or like a special PC. And let's be real, my chances are gonna be 0. I know people who have bought like 10 copies of each version, which I think is a literal insanity. But then again, like $50 pieces of paper, so like insanity is kind of out of the window. Yeah, honestly, I'm just like excited to see what they look like or whatever. I'm really shocked about like the limited PCs because I did not think they were going to be a thing. Also, like, I hate that these cards have so many freaking fingerprints on them. So I think I'm going to wipe them down before I put them in with like an alcohol wipe. Let's start with Tay, since it seems like a lot of Tay cards are literally right here. And I could put the pages in the binder and like then insert the cards to make it look really cute for y'all, but I'm not gonna struggle like that. Since we're on the topic of solos, Dokyamology said, what already released song would you love to give Joy for her solo if you could? One of my friends, why'd I say friends like that? One of my friends manifested Touch by Sorty for Joy. And ever since they planted that in my brain, like I can't stop thinking about that because Joy would serve so hard. I think her voice would really suit the song. And on top of that, like the latex dresses were literal insanity. And so ever since they said that, that's just the concept I'm rooting for Joy. But if not that, then definitely Blue Moon by Youngri. I feel like I've always preached about that song. Y'all know me, I'm literally shooters for that song. I want her to give us that concept so bad. Okay, so Yeti's Dreams Gracie asked me, if you had a day with one of your ults, which one would you choose? And love you and hi YouTube. Oh my god, literally thank you, Illy too. Thanks for always supporting me. I feel like I would definitely choose Joy. Like, I don't desire a video call even, like with Woozy or Subin. Not that like I really consider them like ults, you know, like not like Joy level of ult, obviously. Also, where's this one Tay card that I'm missing? Like this one right here. I would definitely choose Joy, and I feel like I would just want to go shopping or something with her. Just like vibe, nothing too serious, you know? I feel like that would be so much fun. I mean, that's what I do with my friends anyways. Like, we literally just go to the mall. Like, that's our hangout spot is at the mall. Yes, bitch, when you're ground, your hangout spot is still the mall, so literally getting a car is not going to change anything. Amisu Shop asked me, what got you into TXT? So honestly, I don't know. I feel like the whole thing was a blur, but what initially piqued my interest in TXT was Blue Hour. Like when that song came out, I was like, wait, this is really catchy. And obviously they were serving hard as hell in the crop tops, but like that's kind of as far as my interest went in them, was like just watching the MV. And then in January, I posted a shop with me video where I shopped for albums, and then I went to go buy TXT's Blue Hour album just cause like I really like the song and I'd been eyeing it at Target, and I was like, you know, why not? Like it's literally sitting here staring me in the eye. And I really don't know, like it was a blur. Like, I started listening to a few songs off of TXT discography, and I was with my friend, and I think what happened was that I saw like TXT's Eternity album at Target or Barnes & Noble or something, and so I was like, wait, like I really want to listen to them. So we listened to them in the car, and I was just really shocked at how good the music was. Not saying that like TXT is not capable. Also, I'm missing like a Subin card too, so that's like a little weird. But I'm not saying that TXT aren't capable of making good music. But like, you know, like I feel like a lot of boy group music has a specific sound. Oh, and like I'm super into the poppy sounds, and like just the noisy kind of music is not my vibe. And if that's your thing, good for you, love that for you. But for me personally, I'm just super into the pop, like manufactured even sound. I was just like, god damn, like these are fucking good ass songs. And so I remember the song that really piqued my interest when I was listening to them in the car was 20cm. And cause I'm kind of like a sucker for like the baby making, like R&B-ish, really like smooth type of songs. And when I heard 20cm, I was like, wait, like this song is really good. And then I listened to their discography more, and like I just remember looking at my friends after every single song and being like, wait, like what the fuck is going on? They literally have such good music. Also, I realized that I'm gonna change the way I lay these out. So I've been going like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, but I'm gonna do 1, 2, 3, 4, and then like come back around and do 5, 6, 7, 8 so that the hollow is down here. And you'll see why in a little bit. I feel like I told this story before, but I started watching To Do, and I just fell in love with their personalities. Okay, somebody marketed them to me or advertised them to me as a group of F words, kind of piqued my interest in them some more. I watched them and I was like, wait, they're actually like so cute. And so what really sealed the deal for me with Subin was when I was watching One Dream, I believe. It was like the one where they came to the States, and Subin is just like this little himbo, like he's such a cutie. And just like, I will always preach about this, but just the fact that he decided on his like, little adventure where they could all go by themselves to do something, he decided he wanted to go on a bakery tour. And I was just like, wait, that is kind of like the freaking, oh wait, I already did this page. I was like, that is kind of like the cutest thing ever. And so, yeah, just adore Subin, honestly. Subin's my king. And then as I started watching more variety shows and all of that, well, not variety shows, but really like just To Do, I realized how much I loved Bumgyu too, just because Bumgyu was a literal variety king. Such an expressive personality, and he's, I don't know, he's just like a king. Adore him. So honestly, I know all the girl group chants are like, oh my gosh, shut the fuck up, like let's talk about something else. But anyways, whatever. This is real, this is me. I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be now. Have you ever thought about quitting YouTube? And honestly, no. I really haven't really ever had the thought of quitting YouTube, but there have been times where, I don't know, what's the word I'm looking for? I kind of wanted to like put the brakes on a little bit and like take a step back and like not be as invested in my channel, just because like, you know, right now, like even I'm supposed to be doing thesis. I said this before, but honestly I feel like this channel is a big part of the reason why I was able to get through the pandemic, you know? Like you hear a lot of stories about people who the pandemic really took a toll on them, and I feel like if I didn't have y'all to talk to and interact with me on social media and all of that, I definitely would have had a hard time as well. So I'm obviously super appreciative of that, but let's get back to the question is, have I ever considered quitting? And I just like, quite frankly, no. I love talking to y'all. I love seeing your comments on my videos. I love the friends that I've made here. I always wonder when will be the point where I realize that, because obviously, you know, YouTube can't be for everything unless like I fucking blow up or something. But like, obviously YouTube isn't gonna be for everything. I'm not gonna be into K-pop forever. I'm not gonna be collecting photocards for forever. At least I hope not, because like, somebody get me out of here, you know? But, yeah, so I just, you know, obviously I could do like a rebrand of this channel and like focus it a little less on K-pop, but I don't think I'm ready for that right now. And I don't think y'all are ready for that either. Like, I always get questions like, oh my god, like, do more vlogs and stuff like that. But it's always like, well, how am I gonna do a vlog but still keep it K-pop oriented? And people are like, just listen to K-pop in your vlog. And I'm like, well, no, because, you know, I mean, you might want to see that. I'm like, I feel like a handful of people might want to see that, but that's not like what the majority wants. Quite frankly, my life is pretty boring. I know those y'all are thinking like, just post what you want to post, stupid, like, who the fuck cares? But quite frankly, like, I don't do anything, really. But I really do miss vlogging, and if I had to post a vlog that was like not a shopping vlog, I would definitely want to do a concert vlog, but obviously concerts aren't a thing right now. But I just miss traveling so much, even though I fucking hate going on planes and stuff. I really just miss the adrenaline of being at concerts, and I feel like some of my favorite videos, I also got asked that question by somebody, I'll see if I can find it in the post, but what is your favorite video that you've ever made? And it for sure is my concert vlogs. I enjoy them so much because those are like such great times, even though I was miserable at my Blackpink one, but like I love watching them and looking back on them and just realizing like how much of a good time I had, especially with the pandemic, you know? Just thinking about what life was like before. Ooh, okay, I like this question, and it was asked by Van Bogey, I think, and they said, do you think online concerts are worth it? And obviously this is subjective, but it really is just comes down to, what the fuck did I just say? I feel like it really just comes down to what you expect from an online concert, you know? Just because obviously they're nice to have, but they're not a replacement for actual concerts, because obviously watching a concert through a screen is totally different than being there physically at a concert. I don't know, like whenever I watch online concerts, I've watched Blackpink, I've watched TXT, I've watched 17, and it really just, Blackpink was my favorite, because I mean obviously like I'm super familiar with Blackpink's discography, and like I've stan them like for the longest out of all those groups. It just feels like you're watching an award show performance. It doesn't feel like you're actually at a concert, and I don't know, if you've ever been to a concert, you know what I'm talking about. Concerts are like great, like I freaking love going to concerts. They're just different, the music hits different when it like is coming out of the speakers. But I will say that during TXT and 17s, I fell asleep just because, also I'm wiping the card with like an alcohol wipe. But I fell asleep during them because they were so late, and I feel like a lot of them focused on talking, and as like somebody who doesn't understand Korean, it kind of dragged on for me, especially TXT's. I know theirs was technically a fan live and not a concert, but I wish that they had sang more than they talked. I've expressed this before in my fan live unboxing. Maybe if TXT ever did like a The Show moment, you know, like they did, like Blackpink did, and like it was just straight performances, I would have loved it, thought it was great, because I loved Blackpink's, and it definitely made me appreciate the songs off of the album more, and it definitely has made me simp, or not simp, but appreciate Lovesick Girls a lot more, because y'all know me, I was kind of indifferent about it when it first came out, but I think that that song is so good now. So you know what, from now on, I'm not gonna doubt Teddy, because he knows what he's doing with Blackpink, and I feel like that kind of happens with a lot of songs in general, like in K-pop, because they're always so weird, is that like you have to get used to them. Yeah, Lovesick Girls. Oh, that's Yeonjun. Oops. Bop. Also, I'm still missing that take card. Something or someone you'd like to collect but don't think you'll commit to. I feel like I would really like to collect Blackpink full on, and I kind of do now, but like obviously we know how committed I am to that. Like I'm not committed at all, but I always have thoughts about wanting to collect Blackpink, because you know, like they really don't have that many things when it comes down to it in terms of album PCs. Like they really only have, I don't know, I'm too lazy to count, but we know like the number is not big at all. But I just don't see myself committing to that, you know? Like I love Blackpink, Blackpink, adore Blackpink. I've stan them since debut, you know, but I don't know, like, I just don't see myself attached to them enough to collect them. So yeah, and also this kind of leads me into another question that somebody asked me, and it was, what does the Che and Che Bomb stand for? And it actually stands for Che, like Rose, because her Korean name is Cheon, and so it stands for her. But really, I didn't think too hard about my username when I was making it. It was because I had a Funko Pop account before I had my K-pop account or whatever, and I was just trying out usernames, and Chaebom so happened to exist. I'm cleaning this cardigan because it's not as clean as I hoped. It was so miserable having that name in the Funko Pop community because people would mispronounce that shit all the time. Like, I would get Cheabom and like, I don't know, just a bunch of mispronunciations, and I'm like, shut the fuck up. And so when I made my K-pop account, I really just carried on Chaebom, but I knew it was like too good of a username to pass up. So that's why I kept it, and then it just like carried with me when I left the Funko community. Opinions on replicas. I've answered this, or not answered this, but I've talked about this in like a sit down video. I don't remember which one it was specifically. I personally don't have an issue with replicas, like photocard replicas, because really if that's all you can collect or like all you can afford, and that's what's gonna make your collection feel complete and make you happy, then so be it. Somebody brought up a really good point the other day, and it was like, replicas can be a little scary though, because you never know if somebody's gonna try to pass them off as real photo cards. And so like that is the only thing really that stresses me out about replicas, is that one day somebody's gonna be trying to sell that shit. But I've personally bought replicas, and I bought Lucky Draw replicas for TXT because y'all know the Lucky Draws are like, also I'm gonna be selling these because I only am collecting Subin and Bungyu for these. I'm collecting OT5 for the Feeling PCs because the pulls were so god tier. I think I said this before. But for those of y'all who don't know, Lucky Draws are just so freaking expensive. And so I settled for replicas. But then after I bought the replicas, my dumbass decided that I wanted to collect the real thing. So I haven't received my replicas. Maybe if I had received them sooner, I would have been less inclined to actually buy them, like the real ones. But yeah, nothing wrong with replicas in my opinion. I know people have different opinions about replicas in the Polaroid community, just cause, you know, like Polaroids are a different breed, but I personally won't get into that just cause I'm not like super invested in the Polaroid community. Like, y'all know me, I have Polaroids, but I'm not super into that stuff. So plushies, I talked about this before, but I guess we're coming back to this topic. Why did you go through the manification? I miss fuck men Randy, and it's still fuck men. Really, it is. And it's not really like I sat here and I was like, you know, I need to stan a boy group. I think I'm gonna keep both of the unit ones just so I can have an equal thing, because I don't want to not have an equal thing. But yeah, it really wasn't ever like I was like, oh, I need to stan a boy group. It was just like kind of happened. And obviously I'm still invested in girl groups. I just haven't had anything to buy for men. So that's really it. It's still fuck men. Men really aren't shit. So why did somebody ask me my sexuality? Like, I'm not a whole ass F word. Like, it's pretty obvious. Anyways, Honey Buns GG Trades asked me what my thoughts were on Park Bomb's comeback. For those of y'all who haven't streamed Park Bomb's comeback, don't be shy, stream it. It's a cute little song. It's definitely not like the best work that she's ever put out, you know? But I think it's a cute little song for the moments. Like, I'm not super shooters for it, but I do think it's super cute. How many times did I just say that? And I really just am excited to be hearing from her again, because obviously we hadn't really heard from her since 444. And I really wished that she had done like a fan call event this time, just cause, you know, those are in right now. And obviously, as somebody who's not in Korea and like will probably not get the chance to ever talk to her, I had like this little beacon of hope, I guess, that I would get the chance to talk to her, because the video call things are, it's not a physical release, but maybe she'll do something like Send Me, where Send Me's tail comeback wasn't a physical release either, but she let people sign up for a video call through buying merch. But I really don't see Park Bomb doing that. But I don't know, I was just like literally dying for the chance to get to tell her that like she literally changed my life, and I'm into K-pop because of her, and like I will always be rooting for her just because like that woman changed my life. Has there ever been a group you regret standing? Asked a Misu shop. And there's not necessarily a group that I regret standing, but I will say that I'm a little frustrated standing ITZY just because, not because I hate the girls or anything, but really just because I'm having a bias crisis, y'all, and I talked about this online, on Instagram, and on YouTube, but I haven't officially talked about it in a video. Y'all know me, like, I've been having bias crises with ITZY, and I think that just shows, like, how strong of a group they are and how much I like them as a collective. I feel like my bias is starting to shift to Yuna, and I think that might be a little controversial as somebody who, like, you know, got into Aaliyah video call, and I feel like people will have an opinion, especially because I got into Aaliyah video call, and people are gonna be like, oh my god, you hate her, blah 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 blah, and I swear that is not the case. I'm just super frustrated because I wish I could just choose a bias, you know, like I wish I wasn't constantly changing, and as somebody who collects, it's annoying because that means that if I really wanted to, I would have to trade my cards for Yuna cards, and I really do not want to do that. Like, I'm not even remotely in the mood for that. The drama PCs go here? Yes. Yeah, that's kind of like my only regret standing a group, you know? But I don't see myself trading my things for Yuna. I think I'm just gonna wait for this comeback to happen and then feel out how I'm feeling. So obviously it's not a big deal. Like, changing your bias is really not a big deal, and I just feel like a lot of people actually really do think that it's a big deal when it's really not, you know? Tinny Livin Trades, I'm sorry I butchered your username, I know, asked me, do you ever buy things out of boredom? And yes, I do. That is literally my toxic trait, is buying things because I'm bored. Also, I'm gonna change the layout of this page because I asked people on my live and they said I should do 2 2 2. I originally was just gonna do like a row or whatever, but I think I'm gonna do 2 2 2. So, but yeah, I like stay buying things out of boredom. I don't know, I think I might actually be addicted to shopping, and I feel like a big part of it is that like shopping is my therapy. You know, just the serotonin from like buying something and getting it in the mail is crazy. Feels like you're getting a gift, you know, like feels like you're getting a present. You see how excited I get when I unbox stuff on here. I don't know, sometimes I'll be on FaceTime with Pat and I'll be like, you know what, Pat, like, Pat does this too, by the way. But, well, either one of us will be like, oh, I haven't bought anything today, like, you know, let's go look on Mercari Japan, you know, let's go look on Korean Twitter and all of that stuff, and we're really just mentally ill. That's it. So, just don't get into collecting, y'all, because I don't see myself getting out of it anytime soon, and that is so sad. Oh my god. Okay, Thomas and Victoria, or Vicky, asked me if I plan on collecting OT5 for TXT, and I have thought about it a few times. Like, I entertained the thought. If I did collect OT5 TXT, it would only be for album cards, that's for sure, because I don't even collect everything for Red Velvet, and Red Velvet are my ride or dies. I don't know, just like a big part of me doesn't want to because their album PCs don't fit in the 9 pocket pages, and I don't see it looking cute in the 8 pocket pages, you know? Like, maybe if the 8 pocket pages were 10 pockets and like you could have 5 cards per row, then we could talk. Definitely not happening anytime soon for me personally, especially because there's a lot of Bumgu cards that I still need, and there's still some Subin things that I need as well. But yeah. Okay, yay! We have the 222 and it's so cute. Okay, so Paiku Ru asked me, what do you feel about the overpricing of SM artists' merchandise? I honestly think it's insane. Like, it is so crazy to me how expensive SM merch has gotten, especially because I started out collecting before everything got expensive, and I talk about this all the time, but it always blows my mind how expensive the stuff is. Should I do 222 for this as well? For now, we're just gonna leave it like that. And then I have Bumgu PCs to put away, yay! Let's do the Magic card. But anyways, yeah, it's like crazy to me how aespa started out so freaking expensive, especially as a rookie group, and like NCT is insane. Like I think 10's AR PC is so cute, but the fact that it sold on eBay for a bid like over $100 when they were originally 17 blows my mind. And oh, why is Subin down here? That's weird. For those of y'all who don't know, I started collecting Giselle, and my goal with aespa is to get everything. I'm gonna try this real quick to see how it looks. And I think I like it. And that's so cute. Okay, we'll do that. But my goal with aespa is to get everything now so that in the future I don't have to worry about it, because like they have SM Global Shop PCs that were limited and you had to like buy aespa merch on SM Global Shop during a certain period, and those cards already go for so expensive. Those cards literally, like, Ning's went on eBay for $80 or so, and I'm so grateful for Caesar. Caesar, if you're watching, thank you so much. I mentioned this in a live that I did on Instagram today, but I wake up every morning so grateful for you just because I didn't have to pay an arm and a leg for those. And Caesar was nice enough because he decided that, or sorry, they decided, I don't know what their pronouns are, so I don't want to assume, but they decided that they didn't want to collect OT4 as they initially thought, but they had bought the SM Global Shop PCs, so they had an extra Giselle and heard that I wanted Giselle on my live stream and was gonna gift it to me, but I ended up paying them for it because, I mean, why not? You know, if somebody's offering to pay you for something, you should probably, you know, let them pay for it, because that would be stupid. I was just so lucky, and I think my Giselle collection should be complete. Also, I'm planning on moving this later when I get bump views for these, but for now they'll just sit in here. But Andy, the only thing I need right now is the hollow film strip, and Andy has an extra Giselle and is gonna gift me that, so thank you so much, Andy. We need one of these pages for this, the Japanese fan club PC. So let's go ahead and put that in here. The way that I really did not want to collect BumQ, and I told myself I was gonna limit myself, but the 222 was just unmatched. I have this BumQ PC, which I think I'm not gonna worry about until I get my other lucky draws in, which should be coming, like I said, in my Korean package, so we'll leave that in there. And then I have Jelly Huning, which I want to collect a lucky draw per member. So the only member I really need left is Yeonjun, but we're gonna put him in here. Actually, you know what? I'll just put him back into my binder, or not my binder, but my photocard bag, so I know that I need to put him away later. And then I need to put away Subin's Eternity postcard. I hella overpaid for my Eternity postcard, but I have no regrets. It's such a pretty photo, like so, yes, oh my god, so satisfying. I was so scared I was gonna have to put it in one pocket. Yay! Oh my god, now I just need bum cues. And I think that's it. Okay, so now we'll do my dump binder. And really, I just have to put Rose and Wano in here. So, let me get an Australian accent, or an accent in general, when I'm talking about Rose. Let's see, I have her postcards, and then, I don't remember how many Polaroids the album came with. I don't even know where they are. I literally was like just looking at them dead in the eye. Okay, and then we have Wano stuff, Lucas, and then we'll probably revisit the TXT Woozy binder because I have some bookmarks that I need to put in. Come on, Rose. Honestly, I like ran out of things to talk about. Maybe I'll like revisit my questions. We'll see if there's anything that we can talk about. This ideally should go right here, but I'm too lazy to reorganize the cards. Okay, so you know what? I think what we'll do, also this card is so cute. I will never get over how cute it is. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna put his two MMT cards right here. That makes the most sense. So we have this one, well that's a K-Tone for you card. These two are the MMT cards. So we'll put those here so that, oh, is this not in? Oops. Okay, so in here, we can put his cards in. And I know I originally said I only wanted to collect the version 1 PCs, but I honestly am just too lazy to trade for the remaining version 1 cards that I need. So I think I'm just gonna keep my pools for now. But yeah, that kind of sucks, but I don't know. I just really have not been looking in the Wano trade, you know, tags. But if anybody wants to trade either of these 2 PCs for the one that I need, feel free to let me know, because it's always easier if somebody can, you know, just let you know if they're down to trade. There we go. Yay! Honestly, I really freaking like this card anyway, so it's not a huge deal. But I'm so glad that we have a full page, because that is so sexy, honestly. What we're gonna do is we'll put her 3 ketone for you pops up here. They're so freaking cute. Like the first photo card that I just put in, to die for. So there's those. We won't sleeve these. I don't really like to sleeve cards in here. I don't know why, but I have a Lucas PC actually that somebody was kind enough to send me, so literally thank you so much. And it's a very interesting card as well. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna demote Jimin. Sorry Jimin, love you, but we'll put him there and we'll put Lucas here so that he can be next to himself. So I feel like every time I pull out this binder, just like everybody lets out a loud sigh. They're just like, oh my god, this ugly ass binder, really, bitch? And the answer is yes, really. I don't know. This is annoying me that it doesn't have a place to be, and I don't want to move all the cards down, so we'll stick this back there. So at least he has a spot, you know, at least he is back here. Okay, how you like that was before, but it seems like it's not gonna work out like that. So we'll put Jisoo's how you like that PCs down here. So here we have that one, and then we have 3 PCs here, so that's perfect, because then we can have wow, these are big PCs. I never realized how freaking big these are, but that is literally perfect. Yeah, this is why I'm not committing to collecting Blackpink, because my binder literally is so ugly. Maybe one day we'll give her a makeover, okay? Maybe one day I'll like really commit to making her cute, but today is not the day. I'm not down for the shits today. The thing is that this binder is like, I feel like 90% of cards that y'all have sent me, which obviously I am so grateful for, but like since I have random cards from just random people, like I don't have a lot of places where cards can go, you know, so it can be consistent. So, oh, I don't want to break up these 2 cards because they're like the same outfit. Okay, there we go. Now Kim can be together with Twin Lip. Oh my god, wait, Twin Lip? I'm kind of a freaking genius for that. Okay. Anyways, now we have bigger stuff. I feel like, will these fit in the... Ooh, they will! That's so sexy! Don't tell me these don't fit in here. Are you kidding? It is like crazy snug. No, that stresses me out. We're not doing that. Okay. Yay. So. Okay, yay! So we have that. Feel this love. I think I have a rosé one. So let's find the rosé one and maybe we can start like a dedicated page for her. Do you think these will fit in the 8 pockets? Okay, so I think they will fit in the 8 pocket. So let's go ahead and put them in age order. All I need is a Lisa to complete my little page, and I also need to collect 2 more because, or not 2 more, but like 1 more per member so that I can have like another row down here, because that would be so freaking cute. Maybe I'll just have to buy a Kill This Love album and see if I pull Jenny, and then if I pull Jenny, then it's a sign to start collecting her. 6 pocket pages. I remember Jen sent those to me. Jen, you're a literal angel. I need to actually buy some 6 pocket pages though. Like, I did not take out the bookmarks that I actually pulled, but that's okay because we'll just get them later. Maybe I'll put them in here tomorrow, but okay. Juhan for now will go in here too. Okay, that is not really that sexy, but fuck it. And then my Caroline PCs. Hi Caroline. I don't know if you're watching, but is there like an empty slot? We'll put them with the Chabon PCs. My little YouTuber collection. My mind. Okay. Caroline, look, we basically have to kiss now. I know everybody's confused, like, what the fuck? Okay, so I think I'm actually just gonna finish, not these PCs being over here, but I think I'm gonna finish the rest of these tomorrow when I get more stuff in, so. 'Cause imagination